What's that, world? It's your boy, Body by Shotty. You're now tuning into the Flex Podcast. And tonight, we got the ladies in the building. We got a collective group of women. Alright, if you don't know what it is, look it up. Alright, B, I know you don't know what it is. Right now, you're trying to, in your head, the dictionary going crazy. I know. Go in the dictionary, alright, and look it up. But nah, we got the ladies in the building tonight, man. And we gonna give them their flowers in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We gonna show them a little love. And then we gonna strip that away from them and talk our stuff later, alright? So right now, let me introduce y'all to everybody, man. And this is what I'm gonna start off with. Right here, we got Kevin. Say it right? Yes, Lord.
Yes.
I was saying it in my, I was working in my head. I was working in my head, Dill.
You know that boy talking cursive already.
Because you know I didn't want to edit this out. I had to make sure it's right. We got Kevin. We got the original OG Dale. We got Ash. We got Messy, Miss Tick Naga, Hashtag Brandon Harris. Yeah. We got my dog Leash. You feel me? Superstar. My co-host, Noon Cat.
What do you?
With the U, not the O. And y'all got me Body by Shotty. I'm just, hey look, I'm just a narrator, so whatever I say don't even matter. Alright? I'm gonna let them talk their stuff. Alright, so.
Hold on, you can't narrate tonight, bro. You gotta get in on this.
Let's shine in my body.
Right.
I got notes.
Yeah, no notes, bitch. You gotta get in. You gotta get in on this.
I got topics.
No narration.
Oh, no, yeah, because you ready.
Oh, they ready to cut up. But nah, man, like I said, bro, we have the women in the building tonight, and majority of people think this is a man versus woman. This is not a man versus woman. All right? Oh, is it woman or women? It's not a man versus women.
Women.
Help me out.
Yeah, thank you.
I got two masters, but I ain't this smart. I got two masters, but I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Pluralities.
All right, okay. Yeah, this is a man versus women. Well, a lot of people think
Men versus
it's a men versus women. Cut up, Cal. All right, it's a men versus women. It's not. It's a conversation.
You want some clarity.
Yes, we want a lot of clarity. All right?
2023 women clarity.
Yeah, 25 too. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm an A-rated this baby.
yes, no, I think we're all in our 30s, ain't we?
We are.
Everybody in 30s, right?
29.
I'm 12 or 21 of us.
I mean, you look older than all of us, man.
Unhealthy
Unhealthy men look older. That's all we gonna say. But nah, man, but nah, it's gonna be a conversation, an open conversation, and all these ladies was picked, you know what I'm saying, strategically by me.
Okay.
Besides Niche, Noonie recommended Niche, so I can't wait to see what she got to say.
About us,
But nah, real shit though. Like I wanted a group of women that's not that everybody don't know each other. You know what I mean? So that means you're not comfortable at the moment, but you gotta work into it, and that just comes from conversation. You know what I'm saying? Conversation, open dialogue, right? And today we're gonna talk about a little bit of sex. We're gonna talk about a little bit of relationship. We're gonna talk about a little bit of dog niggas. We're gonna talk about a little bit of doggos.
We don't call them dog.
What do we call skeezers?
Skeezers.
We're gonna talk about a little bit of skeezers.
Skeezers.
And with the skeezers, we're gonna talk about a little bit of pleasers. We're gonna talk about only Messy B understand that language there because her language is no language. I'm gonna let her translate what I say. Yeah?
Faster than that is.
B? Nah. Alright then. Know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it basically like this, man. We're gonna leave this an open flow for anybody to say what they wanna say, ask what they wanna ask, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just the narrator. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at them. Alright, it's their fault. Whatever they say is their fault. And if anybody in here got a nigga that's gonna get mad at something they say, leave them now. Send them a text. Send them a text right now, Brick. Say, you know what, big? This gonna come out soon.
We go once we make it big. We bring all y'all back.
And we
We're gonna bring them back this week. This nigga, hey. I got a feeling we're gonna need a part 2.
Yes,
I got some women that they hit me up trying to get on.
Like I said, I wanted people that, one, wasn't from here, you know what I'm saying? 2, that didn't know each other, you know what I'm saying, that can genuinely get to know each other from a conversation. And different personalities, like, you know what I'm saying? You got the messy personality over there.
No, I'm interested in this personality who don't care.
She's growing now. She, you know what I'm saying? She's growing up daily by daily. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, love.
We got a niche over here, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't said it, But Louis said it.
Listen, cuz gonna keep it G.
What she ain't doing?
She'll excuse her, and cuz gonna keep it G. Cuz
Likewise.
gonna keep it G. That's one thing I can say.
Excuse her.
Cuz always gonna keep it G.
I love it. Look.
Reform.
And flats, rhymes up. Reform? Now we're talking about. You went to church for it or what? What happened?
No, church inside myself.
Okay.
And my cuz, give my cuz shout out my cuz. You do tarot reader. What was it?
Tarot card? Like a tarot card read?
Herbs.
Oh.
Hold on, bitch. Hold on, girl. Let me.
Oh, we got to get together.
I'm scared. Look, I'm scared and curious at the same time. What is it about? I don't want to go. Lee, tell me more about it. Where is it?
Paul real man.
Yeah, you better
If I don't pay, you put the pills in.
Yes.
Read my part right now. What is it?
Nah,
That bitch was saying double pouring on that. What I do? No, all I do is beat with that bitch. This one right here.
Hey, just a
you don't like
spark.
head, though. How you can do all
I told him
that?
fuck like no head. I do not like
Hey,
head.
since you said porn,
Everybody know it.
since you said porn, shot
What shots
man,
still
they
being
making you Pornhub, making you check your.
I don't think I got a million other sites. I don't have to go to Pornhub.
Okay.
Pornhub made it too hard. One thing.
Yeah, right.
That's why we look. Let me tell y'all
Come
niggas
on,
right now.
man.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. The reason that we don't want to fuck with y'all women sometimes, because porn is easy.
Boss, have you said it?
Put
G.
that
Look,
head part though.
hold on, we gonna get back to the head. But we go to porn because we don't want to be. We know look, y'all come to ours at 12 o'clock 30, 12:30, 1 o'clock. We've been talking all week about fucking. Alright? Bitch, I don't want to get the pussy at 2 o'clock.
So what, you gonna die
I
right
want you
like this?
12:30 something.
It's a lot.
Let me tell you something. We've been talking about fucking all week.
Okay.
Why you think when you come here at 12 o'clock, whatever the AM, that all of a sudden I want to watch a movie? No, I won't fuck. That's what I want to do.
So it's just gonna rise. So once I want to do it, it's gonna rise away.
It been right, been really been hold on. I've been watching. I've been watching porn for the whole week.
So now I'm just saying, don't tell me why I said this. You need to tell me when I walk in the door, I mean, I'm not. I got my jeans, you gonna get hard like that. It was.
Yeah, nothing got a limit. Yeah, you beat. Look, if we meet, look, if we meet on Friday, I'd have beat that dick 1 to 2 Wednesdays.
Oh, no.
Right, I'm gonna cut up. It's called conditioning.
Hey, Thursday you in rehab.
It's called conditioning. Recovery time. Recovery time.
Small water ain't doing that ever.
Man, you can't even get to the small water. You gotta get me. I gotta beat up.
Oh no, I got 7 tuners. I know I can.
Well, you do got some.
Yeah, a lot of us. You ain't catching it never. You ain't get the right.
That's your beat. Look, that thing need conditioning. That's why niggas be nutty fast.
Conditioning. I
Yes.
don't like to do it.
Yes, nigga be nutty fast. Nigga be excited. Ooh, she coming. Ooh, go get a haircut and everything. Bitch, you didn't even leave the house. Go get a haircut. Nigga shave everything.
When it's that tight, because you know, you got different kind of small water.
Let me tell you something. I didn't fell into pussy before my whole body. I was like, Lord, give me a body here. I'm trying to grab water. I'm trying to grab water to get a body here.
Oh, you know that type of water.
Have a conversation. How you got in here?
At least 2 hands. I'm 2 hands every time you put on. Man, let me get about this pussy, boy. I can't tell nobody about this. I'm embarrassed.
Like that kind of pussy was you gonna have a tolerance to get in that
That be
pussy.
y'all got them some babies that be having the pussy like that.
That small water is.
Talk about that. And I'm gonna ask y'all women this. I'm gonna talk. This y'all turn now, baby. We gonna put y'all on the spot. Do size matter? Okay. Do size matter?
No, not big dick.
You said she
I
like
like the small side, like a size, and you know, it has to be too big because you
Like a
got
breakfast
small.
sausage.
You look
like a breakfast
small,
sausage.
like long sausage.
Probably like the circle sausage. The little regular one.
It's just that tight water.
Bet. So, Kay, do you think size matter?
Yes.
Yes.
It matter.
Explain.
Thanks.
A quick
I
explanation.
mean, because I just feel like you need the whole package. Like you don't want something small and then like keep doing the most. So I feel like size.
So you want that dick that make up for him fucking up?
I don't
No, I don't want it like that. Cause don't fuck up.
know. I take that back though. I was talking about like.
Oh, be
No,
telling you.
size matter because
Not
like
to me,
just
though.
like when a nigga if he do fuck up, like you don't want to be like that's just like having an attractive nigga. Like the first thing you'll be like, oh, this ugly bitch trying to play with me. Like
You got
if your
strong
nigga
stuff,
attractive,
you got something at the bottom that'll make
Right.
you work. No, but I'm about to get up. You got that meter down there like that.
B.
Hey, boy, all these gooderants.
Hey, all the niggas in them Zayn books look like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like BB.
All the niggas in them Zane movies look just like that.
But I
Wow.
seen them.
He don't look like Looney.
Looney.
Looney and all the BET Uncut movies.
I'm
I
on
seen him
Tubi.
though.
Fat niggas.
I'm on Tubi. Hey, fat
All
niggas
of
on
them.
Tubi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't do it, slick nigga. That's all he do.
Oh,
Niche,
my
you think it matters? You think size matter, Niche?
It matters to a certain extent. Like nobody want no baby.
Baby dick. You
Right.
just we live.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we go. We
Okay,
good to go. Now.
yeah,
Talk your
nobody
shit.
want no baby dick, but at the end of the day, I don't want nothing that's too much either. That's like I need to like
Niggas that not eat pussy. It's certain niggas that not eat, lick ass. Cause I don't like the ass, lick ass. Cause I don't like the ass, lick ass.
Hey, high five to anybody for that.
You know, it's just it got certain niggas that don't like
High
to
five
do
to anybody
dick
that
suck.
has out
You got
you.
certain niggas that just don't like to do a lot of shit, but when you got a little, something that you can bite back to, they ain't going nowhere.
Let me tell you a secret, look. You can tell if a nigga dick small. He do everything.
Yeah. If
Nigga eat ass, lick feet, wash your back, massage your clothes, wash the toilet, clean the car, walk the dog, clean the dog, cook your food, feed your food.
I ain't gonna say that.
what
We
you
got
preaching?
Yeah.
Now listen, y'all
Get it, just give me that man. I need it.
But you can't forget about the cricket
I'm
ones.
telling-
You know they got ones that got a cricket in
That
it.
be that. That be that. That thing broken. That
That
thing
little
broken since
cricket,
birthday.
it just.
That thing got. That thing. Yeah. Hook that. Yeah. Got to live on your
When
side.
the
Even
hook
put it in.
that
Yeah.
white
Come
I mean,
on.
you been playing with it early.
Yes.
Early.
Honestly, I don't like it to be too big because I feel like they do the most. I find that niggas with big, they do the most.
What's the
No,
most?
they don't have to.
Like for real, like I think they mental, like
They don't have to.
they don't have to, but they do.
They DL niggas.
They do.
They
Like,
DL niggas.
yeah.
They
Honestly,
really
it'd be too much. I'm not saying it has to be super small, but a nice average.
It's just an average size. I mean,
I don't
yeah.
like too big because I just be thinking, what if we break up and then you done told me up like
My daddy, booty talk flicks.
Yeah, with the white guys
watching
doing
them.
all kinds of stuff.
Watching
Hey,
them.
them bitches in the closet too.
Yeah,
huh?
My daddy had a safe. Like his shit was like.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
my daddy had them bitches in the closet, dog.
No,
Daddy was
I had to pray he didn't leave that bitch locked that day.
When we found it, we was hoping everything, huh? We was hoping everything,
no.
we found it.
I watched that motherfucker. Then you had to it was a VHS, so you had to watch it.
I got
Remember where it was.
from home.
Watch the whole scene.
They put it
Run
back.
it right there. That bitch hit the head 3 times right here. On the third hit,
Hey, but you don't want your daddy to go back. Man, I know I ain't need this shit right here.
I gotta tell me that. But let me find out. Be trying to say she got a little tight white.
Let's now.
Unless she got a little snapping turtle.
That's a lot of.
Snap a turtle.
Let me find out. Bessie B said she got a little snapping turtle.
Why do the 2020 do they feel like they have to have men mentality? Like you see a woman on Facebook, I dog a nigga out, do a nigga like he do me. Like why women these days have no more?
2023 men are very feminine.
Fucked up. They
It's the reverse.
So
It's
explain
the
that.
reverse. So men are not like I always say. I separate these 2023 men with the OGs.
Yes.
These niggas don't have the same morals.
No.
They don't. They don't have the same. They don't live by the same
Yeah,
code.
preaching.
Y'all are real different. Let's be honest.
Preach.
So at the same time, if you have to
Preach.
a top tiered woman, let's put it that way,
A real woman.
is going to stand on her own because we have to
Go we
treat y'all
know.
accordingly. Period.
But we gotta go, we know.
Right, because a lot of them, like, real is rare. Let's be real. Like, these men are not the same.
They're not.
They're not the same.
I don't really think
So-
that it's the men that's changing. I really think it's just society and
And the women that dealt
you
with it
know,
must be, huh?
like for me, like I work at a plant, so that's a male dominant field. So I feel like if I get up at 4:00 in the morning, get my 2 kids ready, do what I need to do, drive an hour to work 12 hours just like the same men do, and so what are we really giving and taking? Traditional men let the women stay home, and you're a homemaker. That's traditional, but we're not in traditional times. So cool, that's cool. But I feel like when you have a woman that bring 100%, what are you really bringing besides dick? And I can go.
Anybody
I
can
know myself. Like,
Exactly.
there's other avenues. Like, I got a nigga with motion, but those men come with a lot of stuff because they're so rare. A lot of women gravitating towards them. So who about to compete? Like when I feel like if I'm a made woman, like I got it all on my own. Why am I gonna compete for a nigga I could do everything by myself. And it's sad that
Preach.
women have to feel like that
Preach.
because men are inadequate. Or I won't say
Competition.
inadequate, but I'll just say that men don't really bring to the table what they're capable of. And it's mainly a lot of women too that make them feel like they're inadequate because we so far on them like, oh, you protect, you provide, but what are you really giving a man?
And she's so right because at the end of the day, like, I can go get it just like you. And you ain't no different than me. Yeah, if you bring what I bring, we gonna both bring it to the table.
Right.
It's an equal. What we battling for? What? To have more sex partners or what we just because what we equal to because it's the same. I'm gonna go get it just like you. You bring me 1,000, I'm gonna bring you 1,000 back. But if you bring me 150,
So
I'm gonna give it back.
So Kevin with a key. All right, so what do you expect? Like, what you saying? Like, what a man bring? What do you expect in 2023 for a man to bring to the table?
Honestly, like, it's so bad that I have no expectations, and it's just so sad. No, really, like, this is just me being like, you know, just all the way transparent because I feel like I expect nothing because I mean I really never. I'm independent. That's just me. Like, I've never had a safety net, so I don't depend on anyone. So. What you don't do, it don't phase me. Like, what you eat don't make me shit because regardless if you do it or not, it's gonna get done. Like, you know, so
Preach.
I mean, and it's so sad that women have to live in that because, you know, it's just
But you know when
my
the
favorite words is I've been the big dog for so long I don't know how to do nothing else. Every decision has always been on me to where we live at, where we go to school at, where I work at, what clothes I'm buying, shoes, everything always been on me. So it's like when I am trying to, I've been single for about 3 years now. My last relationship was nice. It was just that we were in 2 different places as far as where we wanted to go further in the relationship. We was together for 3.5 years. He was more leaning towards marriage, and I'm more like I'm petrified of marriage, to be honest. I don't think I'll ever be ready for that. I always think of I gotta wake up on side of the nigga every day, even when I want to kill this bitch. I gotta wake up on side this nigga the next morning and look at this bitch sleeping, snoring, slobbing, like I won't choke the fuck. I don't think I'm not ready for that.
Why would you want? Why would you not want a husband? If that was,
I can't do it.
I grew up on that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I might be ghetto risk, high risk, but I still want to wake up with my kids with a daddy and a mother in the home, and that's different because it's called parenting from home. And guess what? If we don't teach these children that, it's growing up on lack. And I'm a mother of 7, so I don't do nothing without my kids.
So, Message B. So. You were married. Have you ever been married before? I've been proposed to?
Yes.
Oh, you've been proposed to. You
I
haven't
was
been
engaged.
married. Message B, you want to be married.
No, I was engaged, but I stepped out with family, friends, and going to Club of Risk. And I stepped out on a man that was watching children that wasn't for him.
A good one.
A good man. When you young and you get a man like that, you don't know that type of experience of having a man like that. It's 2 different type of men. They got street niggas and they got real niggas. Real niggas is a man that you can go. I didn't have to go to the club. I can pussy pop, but I'm going home to my own man. I don't have to look for a man to look for. I'm going home to my man.
You know what, too, on the other side of that is all of us have all spoke the same thing. We all independent. We all have built it from the ground up on our own. We've been doing it ourselves. We don't need nobody. We don't all that's well and good. But then when you do find a man that is loving you correctly, you don't know how to receive that.
I mean, women are not. That's not your role. Like your role is to be soft. Your role is to be receiving of love, receptive. But I feel like when you your first experience, everybody got a first heartbreak. Okay, cool. Like that's normal. But then when you constantly going through it, like you build up this barrier. I mean, I feel like in life you don't just love one person. Like that's why men are not really like deemed to be monogamous because I feel like
nobody.
But that may I wouldn't say nobody because women are natural nurturers. So women are natural lovers. Like that's what we are made for.
So we going back to
I love where y'all go.
To women choose to be skeezers these days. Like I said, yes. Same thing.
Alright, so why niggas
Hold
be
on, listen,
Why niggas be holding
let me talk. I let all y'all talk.
You fuck with the ugliest girls that you don't even compete
Same
with.
thing I said. What women think with a man's mentality. Now, what I'm about to say is a double standard, but fuck it, because we got a whole bunch of double standards. Sometimes they lead toward the women, sometimes they lead toward the men.
Yeah.
That's life. That shit called life. All right, so. In 2023, a lot of women, like I said, I'm a dog this hoe, I'm a dog this nigga, y'all on Facebook, I blase blah, I fuck his friend, like blase blah. Y'all saying all that. Are you saying about the OGs and all that? The OG women ain't do that shit. Y'all mamas and grandmothers.
Yes, they did.
Listen,
So let's
listen.
say everything.
They just wasn't on the internet.
They wasn't just put it on the internet. You never seen it because
They did it amongst each other.
Listen.
Yes.
It wasn't able to post and
But
broadcast.
women,
That's
Grandma was talking to the nanny up the
And
street.
getting the fucking
And
matchbox
Elizabeth
with
up the
money
other
thrown in the
and
fucking
showing the
front
money
door,
and
dog.
showing being the other
Yeah,
woman.
it was definitely talking
Yeah, it was talking about.
It was definitely good
Listen,
talking.
it's not to the all-time high to where every woman these days feel like she got a dog. Now me, I'm gonna say this personally. I am a, like y'all saying,
Horace.
I know the way to put it, B. No,
Horace because you want the mama that cousin.
I am a give without receive type person.
But tell you what, my cousin, my daughter, and this, you can't do all that Diddy Baba Riz.
The fucking mess be talking. I am a give with the give type person.
You old.
So whatever you give me, I feel like I give back. So like I say, a lot of you women y'all saying what these men not doing, but a lot of men may feel the same way as me. Like I'm not gonna give this girl my all when I don't trust her. She's on Facebook saying this.
Why be with her?
Huh? That's part of it. Hold up, but that's part of it. That's part of it too. A lot of people, especially say in our little parish, almost everybody then touched everybody around.
Not me. Not me.
That's me. You got 7 kids.
It don't matter if my baby daddy's not from around here. I can give him 14 daddies if I want to.
It's kind of hard for a man. Listen,
You can off easy already.
yeah, it's kind of hard for a man to give his all, especially say in this little area, when somebody you know has ties to somebody. You know this person, or you seen this person on social media saying she gonna dog this nigga, she gonna do this, or you know her personally to where this girl's trying to be with me. Nah, I'm cool. I'm on this podcast with B Lee, Dale, and Shawty, but I knew she didn't fuck Shawty and Dale. She used to go with Brian Lee. Then all of a sudden, now the same girl's trying to go with me.
Hypothetically.
That's why I said she's a go-to,
A girl pass can be whatever it is, but a man pass you can do my friend, my cousin, my auntie, but it's all good.
I wouldn't even be attracted
I wouldn't
to
even do
nobody.
that. That's whack.
But I still feel like at the same token too, like why date inside? If you come from
that part,
you know, you don't have to date inside your
that
town. Like I never seen that. Well, I mean him, but still, like I've seen him before, but I've never seen nobody else. So you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who you got.
Yes.
So like we just dating, we going on dates, and then you know I see you mutual friends with him, and I'm you know him? Like I know him from
What you just said?
I can go with Shawty and I can have home Brandy like she had said earlier, but it's just what it is.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
That's schizo mentality. What
How?
you saying?
Because
you just said you can fuck with Shawty and fuck with Brian Lee when you niggas are partners. That's the problem. Is that
I
what I'm
didn't say
saying?
if I homed him first and then that became my boyfriend.
You fuck both of them. It don't matter. That's the point I'm trying to get.
Hope and fucking is two different.
Hold on. We are human beings, right? We are human creatures, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Alright? We are born with dicks and pussies,
Oh yes.
mouths, ass, for something bigger than
You
like.
ain't going in my ass. I think you get it.
You hear me? Do it. Don't start. We are designed. We are designed to do some fucking, right?
Not gonna do it though.
Do what it is.
It's hard.
We are designed to do some fucking. So whatever you do, that's your business. You want to fuck a million niggas, fuck a million niggas. You want to fuck a million girls, fuck a million girls. You gotta live with yourself.
No, brother. That ain't.
Yeah.
That's it. Could be schizo mentality. It could be the year is changing. The fact that it's seeming like it's more now. I feel like it's been like that.
But listen. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this, and it's kind of like left field with the situation, but I feel like that's just me. That's how the foundation of it all started. Is the music that we listen to now.
Horrible. The music determines a lot.
It is because you can listen to. I'm gonna just throw a name out there, right? Megan Thee Stallion.
Horrible.
She talking, but I ain't talking about how she rap or how she built or nothing like that. I'm talking about the message that she giving to the younger generation, the younger people. It's on a level where she talking her shit.
Hold on, let me say this though.
But it's the man mentality. men dogs.
But Billy, you talking about men
Men
study.
dog.
Everybody in here, we've already established that everybody in here is 30 or over, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
when
not 30, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
28.
28,
Oh, yeah,
okay, you old enough.
I'm
So listen,
21.
so listen. So what I'm saying is, I ain't talking about the younger kids. I'm talking about the shit that's really bothering me.
Your
With the
age,
girls
baby.
our age, like y'all motherfuckers can't be influenced by Megan Thee Stallion at this big old age.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I
I'm
just
saying
feel like
women my age and
But that-
older
she-
are thinking with this whole mentality.
Yeah,
Like,
That's
that's what I'm
maturity.
saying.
That's maturity.
But it's why it's a lot of women
No,
not
I don't
mature.
cry.
How is it so many women of this age not mature?
So
And
when you say hoe, like what do you mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I don't use the word.
no, not even
we
not
already
even
asked
no,
what
not
they
even a
mean.
word. I just want you to elaborate on what you
Yeah, a whore.
demon a whore.
Yeah.
I mean, a girl who fucks multiple men, who fucks multiple men of the same circle, a girl who knows men in the same circle. Like,
So if you fuck multiple women,
Women.
multiple women in the same circle, if two friends that you
Double
it's
standard.
like,
run that back door, run that back door, run that back. I'm a hoe.
He a hoe.
But we going back to that.
Double
Double
standard.
standard.
Now, society, that shit called life. So, double standards happen in all type of ways, right? So me, if I were to have sex with 3 women, if I were to have sex with 3 women in one night, I'm a hoe.
Right.
I'm a hoe.
But it's a-
But
but
I'm
it's
not
okay.
looked down upon
Yeah.
is if you had sex with 3 men. That's
if women are okay with being sexually fluent, it's a problem. But if you want to go do what you want to do, it's not.
But it's
So,
It's really not on both ways.
It's a group
Right.
of it's a group of people out there that respect it. Like I respect a woman that's sexually fluent. I love it.
It's a respectful
Be
word.
real. I just want you to be real about it.
I'm
I'd rather the real ones. I'd rather the ones that claim with y'all. Like you already.
I mean, I just feel like it's about how you carry yourself
Exactly,
because you could be a
exactly.
hoe and don't nobody know.
And
Like
nobody
you
right.
can fuck with niggas.
You
but
right.
I
Like,
could-
nobody
I could've
don't know.
fucked
Yes,
everybody in
yes.
here, but I'm so
She didn't,
solid.
But hold up.
I did it.
Now that's our grandmother.
Look at the camera.
What you said is correct. Like, hypothetically, our grandmother were those hoes. Like, who had a husband, but fuck Mr. Charlie. But nobody knew. And just like Nisha said, Mr. Charlie throw that $100 bill in that matchbox.
I'm
and
under
you fuck,
that law.
hold on. You fucked my head up right there. 'Cause I can have
I'm
memories
under that law.
of the matchbox thing. Like, oh shit.
I said we whorists, but if you tell your partner, oh, she fired.
Must be if you get paid or not, you still a hoe.
How?
If Shotty fuck you for free and I fuck you for $40, you still a hoe. If Shotty fuck you for free and I fuck you for free, you a hoe. If Shotty fuck you for 40 and I fuck you for 40,
You can fuck you.
We a hoe. We hoes
So
too.
just to do it, though, that's just
Yeah. Just to do it, we hoes too. But it look worse.
It looks worse
for
on
a
you.
female than a
and
man.
all that shit is real. I'm not about to rest in peace of my vagina wrist. Not me. No.
Hey, pussy
No.
The pussy just got popping, B.
Yeah.
If it pop
also
up,
feel
if it, I'm
like-
the hashtag Brandy Harris. It's messy B for you.
If you don't know, you start making up assumptions. So I could just be coming out his house and they think that I'm fucking the boy, but he probably
That's my
be
father.
doing my LLC. You
Thank
never
you.
know.
Thank
because-
you. Thank you.
So
Thank
you
you.
don't know. So I think like a lot of times people get that stigma or get that, you know, that.
You already
placement
labeled
on them.
by it.
Right, you get that label and it's not even like that. So
You
just
get the
because I
bad
talk to him
situation.
and him,
That's all it is.
That don't mean we
Hey,
doing that.
but that can go both ways too.
That part.
Because if somebody see me walking out of your house, they think what?
That part.
Me and you.
Yeah.
I feel like in 2023, it is an all-time high to women just to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna fuck who I want. I
It's
don't
a
care.
defense
And
mechanism
without
because
morals,
nobody want to
morals.
get hurt.
You know the
Nobody,
pain.
everybody is just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this before he do this, or like
pain,
nobody
right?
is all in. Just like you say, like, okay, I can't trust you, I can't. But why can't you trust me?
The word
Because
called
of
pain.
your past experience.
Hurt
That's
people,
the only
hurt
way.
people.
That's the only reason we know how
Hurt
to treat
people, hurt people.
To
because of
piggyback
our
off of
past
what she said, and
experiences.
I think Jasmine Sullivan said it best. Like some women see that as a superpower. That's
Yes.
the one thing they have control over. Seriously.
That's not right.
Seriously. Some women feel like if they can't get nothing right, that's what they're gonna do.
They had
Fuck
sex.
it.
Everybody in here done some real nasty shit, but like it's how you carry yourself. People may look
That's
at me
right.
and think I'm conservative, but I might be buck wild doing
Yes.
threesomes, all types
Yeah,
of
you
shit.
may not
Dude, you started sweating when she said that. You started sweating when she said that shit. I started sweating shit.
Hey,
At this point, this is the point you put to the cool stuff.
So hold on, we'll go to Cuz. Keep it G. Why do women feel that way? Like, why do you think women
I'm
feel
not-
like fuck it?
I
fuck who I
can't,
won't do.
and
it.
I can't speak for everybody. I can tell you in my skeezer days, it wasn't about nobody. It was really about me wanting to fuck, and it was more or less not having as strict of a criteria as I do now.
Yeah.
It was more or less, I see somebody, we talk a little bit, I think he look good, he treat me pretty decent. If I want fuck, I'm gonna fuck.
Man, I feel like it's
It was
always
not, I
like
don't give a fuck if it's 10 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. If I wanted to fuck, I was gonna fuck. I didn't think about what somebody gonna think about it or none of that fucking shit like that, because I was like, they got a little song in Baltimore, house music, it's my pussy, I can do what I want.
I know that.
And that's all it was. It wasn't about nothing else. It was literally about me just wanting to fuck. And
If a man like his ass lick, he's a punk.
Yes.
I'm a punk.
As long as it's not about a man.
I am gay.
Absolutely.
I'm not looking on anything. I'm not looking on
I ain't doing it, but I'm
Well, goddamn it, World Shiny came out. All right, I'm
This is the harsh reality about that.
Go on, S. You got the flow.
Nothing that I can do to you is gonna make you gay. Okay? So if you entertain it with a man, then that's gay.
Right.
Nothing I do to you. But what men don't want to tap into is anal play is gonna be the most pleasure you're gonna ever get.
Cut off.
No, seriously. Seriously.
That's
You
what
have to
the
know
G-spot
your
is. Right.
your real G
Somebody
spot. Do you
said
know
that.
what it is?
Right.
The reality is you have to be comfortable.
But I'm good without it.
You have to be very comfortable in who you are. And that's real life. And I'm never gonna look at a man that's comfortable and okay with that and enjoying that and say, oh man, that's gotta be gay. Because you have to know your body. The reality is you're gonna enjoy that way more than me. I honestly don't want you to play around my ass, let's be real. But you will enjoy that more than me. That does not make you gay, but if you're not comfortable with it, it's fine.
Oh,
It does
that
not
makes-
make you gay.
That make you
Honestly,
know.
one day you're gonna grow up and you're
Hold
gonna
on,
make
stop.
conversation.
Hold on. Before we move on,
Just like how you
hold on,
said-
before we move on, we're gonna swing back to this nigga. So you talking about you getting your ass ate and all this other bullshit.
bad, yeah.
All right, cause bro, I love you here, bro.
I cuss her bad.
Yeah, but you fucked me up with that, bro.
Did it?
But listen, how do you start? Like, who's the first? I ain't gonna say who, but
Well, I can
how
say-
did the first girl
She would want me to say it.
licked your ass?
Yeah.
How did you start?
She would want me to say her name. B from Houston, you know it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Shout out to B.
Shout
All right, B.
out to Booty Eating B.
I had a lady named B from Houston. We ain't gonna say her real
She
name.
probably a grown ass woman too. Shout out B.
At that time, she wasn't.
Okay.
I've been doing it for years. I'm a veteran at this.
So she was young Booty Eating.
We was in our 20s.
Young 20s.
Like, we was in our mid-days. She in the bed, and she knew that I didn't like head for real. Like I hate. Everybody know I hate head. Don't be go on your camera and say.
Because you really haven't had
What
good
the
dick.
fuck?
Get that. Hey, B, go to your camera. He hates head. The man is tripping.
Hold up, let me have go on. Talk about
Really
me.
don't- Boy, you'd have been my first hitter. You know, like that. Ooh, nah, just shake that booty with that. Look, ooh,
My deal right now.
man.
Alright, now back to shot. Nah, and she knew I didn't like head, so one day she was giving me head, and I was putting on my best performance as usual, acting like I like it.
you like it.
Yes. Good mornings, dog. Good mornings too. All that.
Michael Jackson.
But before you go though, if
Oh.
it's good, you ain't gotta fake it.
Yes, you do.
Exactly.
Hey, look. So anyway,
Come on now, dog.
she
Come on
did.
now,
Look,
dog.
and look. She
Right.
just. I just felt her hands in the bed, like scooping up under my fucking thighs, bro.
She has your
Oh God, she not even a big chick. She scooped up under that hole. She got the perfect position, and the fucking leg just said. The leg just started raising,
That
bitch.
bitch position is.
And she just went down, and she started licking them little balls. Then before you know it, that bitch had to hit something I ain't know. I was like, oh, this is different. She hit something I ain't never felt before. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's a little weird. Bob trying to get bunted. She had me in the lock. She locked me. That bitch was doing curls, bitch. I'm telling you.
Shout out to
That
B.
bitch had locked with both hands.
What's that mean?
Man, when I tell you, when I tell you,
she
she just went down there, and I felt it. I was like, at first, no lie. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this girl? But I didn't want to fuck up the move. I'm thinking that was my first time hitting her. I'm thinking it's gonna be like, I'm gonna throw the whole thing off. I ain't gonna be to get the pussy. So I said, fuck it, go let her do her thing. She went down there. She was doing that thing. Bitch, them toes said, wow. You know what? Hey, you good?
I don't like spit dripping down to my
let me ask you this.
No, hold on, before you say that. I'm gonna say this in the law. I would be the worst punk ever in the world. Why would I be the worst punk? I fought all day, I shit 3 times a day, and I'm hairy. If a girl licks my ass, I would never look at a girl. If a girl licks my ass, I would feel like she don't even like
ass hairs like that. Ooh.
B said, cut up.
Say your ass wasn't hairy and you didn't do all this extracurricular stuff you just explained. Why would you be opposed to that?
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable with spit dripping down to my ass.
Okay, I would like to revisit this conversation with you in like maybe 5 years or so.
Yeah.
What you think? I'm gonna get my ass nigga 5 years?
No, honestly, because it does take maturity sometimes in these situations. Because the thing is, so like, let's say a woman wanted to do that, would you stop her?
I'm gonna put her in.
What if it
a
turns
triangle? I don't know if you watch MMA, but there's a position called a triangle. To where when you lock your leg around her neck and you put, and she
But
passes
if Mary just does that, just goes in and do it, you're not gonna stop her.
Listen, I swear, I've had my goose lick before. That's the furthest.
It will change your life.
I'm be honest with you. Like BD said, if she's doing hair right, I don't need all that extracurricular shit. I don't need that.
Some things you don't even know you need it. It's a thing you don't even know you really need.
But she doing that, Wayne. You said you had a question for some of the women, bro. Let her know. I wanna hear it.
I go tap,
so
man.
Dale, here you go. Sound like a game show host, didn't it? I've been practicing, Dale. Go on, big dog. You got the floor, babe.
All right, far as about being submissive, who is more submissive mentally, the man or the woman?
So I feel like if a woman is gonna be submissive first, because that's the nature of a relationship.
I don't think
but listen. No. Not to get to a sexual standpoint, not even mentally and sexually. The more I feel like the more you make a woman feel comfortable physically and mentally, the more she'll do for you.
But that's you submitting to her first, because you making her feel a type of
but it's just part of our masculinity.
But you submitting to her because but
I feel like with me personally, I'm being a man. That's what a man is supposed to do.
Right.
If I treat a woman, if I treat her like a woman is supposed to be treated, she's gonna submit to me.
It's not
bowing down.
No, it's not bowing down. It's not bowing down. Winning her over. Like,
because look,
you gonna do shit first.
Because look,
somebody please school Dale.
No, man, I work from home. 12 hours a day.
Me too, my nigga.
Yeah. Shout out. But my wife, she could go ahead and work a 12-hour shift. I feel like, man, she out there grinding, right? I'm at home working, but at the same time, man, I could do chores around the house. I could make sure the food done. That don't mean I'm submissive. That's just taking care of yourself. But as a man, we gotta put our pride to the side in order to.
Because basically, it's like if a nigga come at you a certain way, you gonna be like, nigga, don't come at me like that. Nigga have to come to you in a certain way, or even you might give a nigga a second chance. Hey, you came at me like this, but that ain't the way I want it. But I'd rather for you, like you need
that's
to.
Not submission.
You gonna come at me, you come at me like this.
Yeah,
it's basically like
that's being strong.
Like you telling the man like you can talk to me only if you do X, Y, Z.
Wow.
So women, does it take for y'all to be submissive? What does it take for a man to do in order for you to be like, you know what,
I just
bow
told
down to him?
Right.
This is personal for me.
It's more or less like you have to stand on your word. Niggas talk a lot of shit, say certain shit, but it literally is a bunch of talk. Until you put them words into action, that shit don't mean nothing to me. You can tell me you gonna give me X, Y, Z, but until you put it in my hand or make that shit happen, I'm not trying to hear that shit. I might go along with it, or all right, I'm gonna see when you do it, whatever. But in the back of my mind, I'm more or less like, this shit not gonna pan out, because if it don't happen when it's supposed to happen, I'm over it. Yes. I like people who stand on their word. I like people who take care of themselves, take care of their responsibilities.
I felt like, man, it was three things that I had to give to her: attention, affection, and appreciation. And I knew with them three things there,
yes,
we could be good. Mm-hmm. And I was backing that. I was like, man, I'm gonna give all three. And no matter what happened, man, if I could stand on them three things: attention, affection, and appreciation, I'm a dog.
That build a village.
I got a question for you.
Without the money involved and all of that stuff there, I'm a dog.
Yeah. Kevin with the key.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
let us know. Like, what do you feel like a man has to do to make you submit?
I think for me, it's more about really just basically the 3 principles that he named.
Man,
Because,
come on, man, I'm about to
like,
jump
for
off it.
real, because it's just like nowadays, like, you know, affection don't have to come from sex. Affection is anything that's like, you could tell me like, oh, you look good. I see you change your nails today. I see you, you know, just noticing me, acknowledging me, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, men feel like I could go out there and work, and then, you know, I gotta come home and cook and clean. But we work the same hours. Why you can't cook and clean sometimes? Because that's not a woman's job, especially if we out here doing the same thing. Nowadays, right? So I feel like, you know, those 3 principles, any woman go submit. Like, because men not doing that nowadays. Like, you know, and I feel like too, like, a man feel like, I don't know. For me, submission is so. I probably never submitted to a nigga. So I don't
You
know.
will.
Oh, I'm happy you said that. I'm happy. Like I said,
I've never.
like I said,
I said I won't.
I'm
but
asking because this is personal.
Okay.
yeah, I've never submitted, meaning that I've
You gotta
never
fill in that
had
fast, I got
that.
you.
So let me piggyback, and I'm
Go on,
glad
man.
you said that. And I'm speaking from personal experience, and I'm about to be completely raw with y'all. I would have been married 11 years. I've been knowing, and Shadow, you know me personally enough to know I've been knowing the guy I'm married to, or you know, was soon be divorced from, since I was a kid, right? I would consider him at one point the only man I've ever been in love with, and I've always been a very dominant female, a very aggressive female. I like to control. I've always did for myself, even outside of my marriage. Everything I have, I built from the ground up, right? But I've never been in a place where I felt completely vulnerable with a man. I've never been in a place where I felt like it was okay for me to let my guard down, enough to use control, to lead me, for me to follow, right? So my current situation, I'm going to say that, you know, I was dealing with a man for the last year. And for the first time in my life, in 38 years, I felt like, and to piggyback off of what you said, I don't have a whole lot of money. He cannot provide the things that I'm used to. Because at this point in my life, I am used to the finer things in life. But outside of all that, this man has made me completely vulnerable. He's a protector above anything I could ever believe I could ever. Like, I didn't believe in fairy tales. I didn't believe that a man could love me the way I need to be loved, enough for me to say, you know what? I'm going to take 2 steps back. I trust what you. When you say we gonna make it home safe, when you say I got you, I'm gonna trust you that much. But he brought me there. For the first time, I felt like I can take 2 steps back. You can walk in front of me and put your hand out, and I'm gonna grab it and walk behind you. Because even though he don't have a whole lot, I don't want for nothing. 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 Because anything I ask of a man, I can provide for myself. Let's be clear. That's the foundation. It's not even about the materialistic. You know, I feel protected. He's a provider, and he loves me the way I need to be loved. You know what I mean? It's above me. It's like the things you don't even know you need.
Yeah. I ain't never hit it.
You know what I mean? No, seriously. And just like you said, and just to elaborate on what you said, I was the same girl. Like anybody that knows me, I would never submit. I'm never gonna let a man lead me. I'm very controlling. I'm very like that. Like honestly, I was raised that way. You know, to you take the driver's seat. You provide for yourself. You don't need no man for nothing. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until I met this man that he broke me down to levels that I can be completely vulnerable and feel like, you know what, I can take a back seat.
So let me ask you a question. Now everything that you're saying. So you said before you met this guy, all right, pre this whoever guy is, right? We'll say Johnny. Pre Johnny,
right?
All right. You said that I felt like I could never submit to a man. I never felt like
I didn't know what
so
that even
was that 100%? Do you think it was just 100%? Well, it's obviously it wasn't 100% you because you're doing it now. Do you think it was more of you and you being younger, or the dude you was with not doing what you needed, or was it a little bit of both?
Not even that, because even being married as long as I have just in other relationships, I never felt like I was going to be comfortable enough to let anybody have that much control over a situation. So over my life and relationship. So why now? Why do you feel that doesn't come now? Comes with like, do you think why now that you let your guard down? Do you think it's come with a little bit of maturity and a man, honestly, or you think it's like 100% that? Because honestly, the situation even happened and it wasn't even something I was looking for.
That boy.
Like seriously, it happened. I'm like, damn, when this shit even kind of like took place? Like it wasn't even seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously, I wasn't even looking for it because honestly, I wasn't even out the current situation when it happened.
Thank you, Lord.
You were raised on love. I was raised on survival. So we butt heads a lot because of that situation, right? So we always argued over that. And like I say, just like you were saying, was actually about submission. Like she's like she always says, I tried, but I don't think I can ever submit.
True love don't never die, get stronger. I've been with my boyfriend since we was 13. Our parents made us break up. Yeah, it's my real boyfriend. You ain't gonna never know that it is. But I've been with him since I was 13. Our parents made us break up, but every time we see each other, we link up.
But you ain't been together.
Yeah, we together now. That's my love of my life. Yes, it is, and you're not gonna see none of this.
So who is he? If you love that nigga, Mr. You saying there right now.
I gotta stop.
Exactly. You don't love him?
Yeah, I love
She
him.
don't love him.
But I feel like this though, and I said this earlier. The better a man treat a woman in public, the more she'll do for
The
him
better relationship gonna be.
Yeah.
internally.
So just to piggyback off of what you said, it don't just because she's not submitting to you, that don't mean that it's something that you're doing wrong. She may not be in that level yet of
She ain't ready. She ain't ready yet.
Right, she'll got
peace. She'll got peace to get that
and
with
you know, it may not. It could be past trauma. It could be childhood trauma.
Yeah,
All that
it could be
keep us
stuff that
away
you would
from
never
stuff
understand.
that.
So the man got to keep working to get
But
to
that's not
all
your
the time.
job,
That's
though,
not your
because
job.
that's not
She
your job.
was
She have to heal
herself.
She have to heal herself. Like that's what. Like a lot of times, people go into relationships with past trauma that they haven't cleared up yet. So you working 20 times harder when you were, and now you dream try to have a platform for men because men are really silenced. Like from young, you could fall from a 12-foot of stairs. You a boy, you're not supposed to cry.
That's a weakness for us.
It's a weakness.
It's a weakness. Say that.
No, for real. Like even with my son, dad, like you know, he'll fall. He'll have a big, and he like shake it off. Why? Why he can't? You supposed to cry from that. Like not if you just whining from some dumb.
That's what I was laughing at.
Yeah, like everything in life requires a balance.
Yeah,
Like everything in life requires a balance. But even with your daughter, like if you pick your daughter up every time she falls, she go fail in society because the world not gonna do that.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of times we parent from in-house, meaning that we yes, and the world gonna say no.
Let me ask y'all this, and especially y'all two, has having kids has like affect you getting a man? And when I'm gonna say this, me personally, I had my first child, I had my first daughter, I had my daughter at 29, right? I have a 3-year-old. I had my daughter at 29. I was the type, I was like, look, fuck them kids. And fuck you too.
I was always like, I'm not dating nobody with kids because I don't like kids.
Yeah.
I don't like the drama.
Hashtag fuck them kids.
Like, and especially if I'm not bringing it, like, you know, I'm definitely not accepting it. But now, like, I do have 2 kids now, and I have a 1-year-old.
Oh, so you can't be cheeky. You got to.
I can. No, it's about preference. It's about preference. I can because they still have men with no kids that would gladly take their kids.
I understand, but how can you say? But how can
though.
you say I don't want a man with kids?
Because it's about preference.
Like,
just like how can you be fat and you say you want a skinny girl? Because it's about what you
damn,
like.
you had
I would say about your situation though is
I'm listening to you.
We got to have a part.
what I can say is love is only a portion of the battle. Okay, love is not going to get you through a relationship. Love is not going to keep you. It's not going to take you long term. It's not.
It's a sacrifice.
Right. When you love somebody through the difficult times and all that shit that you don't appreciate about them or you don't like about them, that's what's going to take you further.
Yes.
So people are who they are. Their beliefs are what it is. It's how you deal with it.
You preaching.
No, seriously, it's how
It's
you
the
deal
real
with it.
It's the real of a
Right.
woman.
I'm telling you because I lived it. It's how you deal with it and how you and are you willing to deal with that because that woman is who she is.
Yes.
The way she believes is what she believes. She is who she is. So are you willing to accept that? And vice versa, Are you willing to accept that? Are you willing to live with that?
I'm gonna tell you like this. To piggyback off of what you're saying, that's communication, right? That's what. But that's what everybody gonna say. You can communicate all day how you feel, how both of y'all feel, but understanding is everybody say communication is everything. That's bullshit. No. That's bullshit. It's understanding is everything. Because you can communicate all day. If you're a strong woman and I'm a strong man, and we ain't got no understanding, we ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah, right. But I feel like this too. Like you could meet a woman. I feel like a lot of times relationships go bad, even marriages. Like I went to school to be a marriage counselor, so I studied marriage counseling, like, you know, whatever. So dynamic of marriages. So, but I want to say that, like, a lot of times when people say I do, they say I do to the person that's just sitting there. They don't say I do to the person that person will evolve to.
Yes.
Right. So you can meet a woman that's not submissive, that, oh, I don't think no man could do this, and that. And then she evolves and she becomes, but a lot of people too, like, they marry off or they go with potential. But what if she never meet her potential? You gotta say, okay, I'm okay with you being, if you like this forever, I'm cool with it. Although it may not be like that, and it shouldn't be like that, because you're gonna evolve, like just like flower. You know, it's a season for everything. It's a season for plants. It's a season for fruits. It's a season for everything. So it may not be your season. You may not be getting money. You may be broke this season. I wouldn't even say broke, because broke is a mental thing. But you may not have the funds that you want to have. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a season for everything. So long as you watering, long as you got faith, long as you doing the groundwork, you go always have. Like, you know, that's how I feel.
But just like you said though, right? I said I do because the woman that was next to me, I seen the potential in her. And she seen it in me too.
Why would I put a ring on you? You know what I'm saying? Basically, the same shit you said. Why would I put a ring on you when you're not showing me that you're capable of doing wifely things? And I caught flack for that shit. Like, if you can't, so a lot of women was like, oh, I'm not doing it unless I get a ring. I'm not gonna give it to you if you show. Why would I make that commitment, sign these papers, and put myself in that bind, both spiritual, both spiritual and legally, and then
because that's
you
what
don't
the
do
world
shit.
tell us. The world say don't do that to why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. That's what society tells us. So society mold women because we don't have real moms and real dads, and we don't see married couples, and we don't have these examples to go to and say, look, we don't have these people back in the G when your grandma, and they say, don't blame Mr. Charlie, he just a man.
That's true.
And he doing the best he can. You got you know what I say this, like, let's just say you got the perfect man in your eyes. He do everything that you ever wanted him to do. And then one day you just find out that he cheating. What has changed besides the knowledge of you knowing that he cheated? Nothing has changed.
Shout out to them wings.
Yeah. Shout out to the Machete wings, yeah. Shout out to Angel wings.
Can I get vegan options next time, Shotty?
No, she got that on the way. She just told me. She just told me she got that on the way.
Shout out to Kay for real. Thank you, Shotty.
Vegan is expensive.
Wait, what you want, some cauliflower wings?
That's fine.
Come on. Kate, come with them cauliflower wings, and the spot off my
Here's my question. All right, if you could have, or I ain't gonna say if you could have, if a sex tape of you was to leak out, right?
Lord.
it would be the best seller.
Come to you first, B. If a sex tape of you was to leak out, what position or what would you rather be doing in it?
From the back of the wrist, from the back of wrist.
From the back of what? Take it with me, B. I say from the back.
From the back.
From the back. From the back of wrist.
Sick knock.
Knock around.
B, you gotta.
B, get it in your damn back.
Hit me from the back of wrist.
Hit me from the what?
The back of wrist.
Hit me from the what, B?
The back of wrist.
Oh yeah, B say hit me from the back of
You know
wrist.
there ain't no silicone. No, that's real booty wrist.
That's real booty meat.
That's the real booty wrist. It's the real.
Right to you.
When he bringing
If
me
a
the
sex tape
towel.
of you was
Bringing me the towel. That's the
I love her.
Oh, actually, she was giving head. Eating ass.
I did not say that, Shotty.
Head on eating ass. Ashley be eating ass or head on her sex tape.
Oh my God, she didn't say that.
No, she said. She said bring the towel.
Bring me the towel. That mean we done.
No, bring the towel mean you eat
No, that
ass and
mean we
eat.
done. I did
Hey, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Girls that get sloppy with you, they automatically look, grab a towel for me, please. All them girls that get that sloppy anyway, grab a towel.
That is mean.
Bring a towel in here. Bring a towel in here.
I'm dead.
I know me. Look, I don't got no shame. Damn. If a sex tape of yours to leak out,
Ooh, I would love her.
what would you rather be doing in other position?
Okay.
You know that's the people want to know.
I want to
So
know.
I gotta. I mean, she gotta be in that pretzel position. I gotta have them. I gotta be drinking, dog.
Get y'all right.
How they go?
But from what angle?
All right,
From what
Joe.
angle? What angle? They gonna be from the side.
That's my
Show me
dog.
that.
That's my dog, Dad. That's my real dog.
Let's go. From the side.
You know Show it.
What you mean?
The
Show me
same,
like you gotta be. Show
the
me
same
like that.
position. Get your ass licked. Legs in the elbow, ankles. Yeah.
I gotta tuck them bitches behind it.
They'll give me real missionary.
Tell you, that's what I'm talking about.
Give me, yeah, you do give me that. You give me real sensual in the bedroom.
Yeah, you
Kissing all
like
over
you
the
I'm
bitch.
kissing your mouth. I'm kissing your mouth. I gotta kiss you in your mouth. I'm gonna have tough show. I gotta kiss you in your mouth. Shut up, man. Go to the next person. I gotta kiss you in your mouth. I gotta kiss you in your mouth. I'm kiss you in your mouth. I don't care how nasty we are. I don't care what you did. I'm gonna kiss you in your mouth. I just gotta let you know that. Man, I gotta work my fucking man. She licking my ass, dude.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
I want to
I ain't knocking it. I ain't knocking it. Shut up.
That mean he gonna get the ass licked.
You better hit that head. You better lick that. I gotta work my head like this in my mouth. Man, fucking with damn. I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna kiss you. I gotta kiss you.
If a sex tape used to leak out, K, what you rather be doing in another position?
I would definitely rather be by myself, playing with myself, probably.
Yes, girl. Ooh, boy, she smacks on
What toy?
Yes, no. What toy?
That rules.
That rolls to it.
Fingers.
That rules.
Niche. If a sex tape used to leak out, baby.
It would either be me giving or getting head.
You let her get head.
You say she like to get the head if you don't know.
It's on new niggas.
Call her.
Will be true, but
What's your Instagram damn bitch that nigga go to your Hey, I see you on the show. I see you on the show, so
She gonna get in your head while reading your poem. At the same time. She gonna tell you, look, I'm about to get in your
I'm
head.
about to bring you to the light.
You about to die in 7 minutes and I'm about to suck you to death.
Lee, if a sex tape you would have released.
If a sex tape of you and your wife fight, because you know you are a faithful booty man.
I'm going missionary.
Ooh, we
Well, no. I want one hand over the neck.
I like it. No, I'm talking about to the women. Like.
Listen, number one, we out. Number one, I'm fat. Number two, I'm claustrophobic. Bitch, don't put your hand around my neck. As soon as I feel like I can't breathe, I can't do. Get out. But listen. No, I'm fat and claustrophobic. So I'm fat, right? So
Established.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. That's hard for y'all to tell. Now, if y'all do know me, y'all know.
Body by
I
shot.
should have had a sex tape.
big boys.
You had a sex tape.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
It was porn.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was
He
pictures.
did.
It wasn't. But listen,
It was a
off
sex
that.
tape.
No, listen.
Off that.
I like to recall, right?
still got
So
it.
now I am very. I'm very cheesy. All right. So my view would have to be me hitting her from the back, but the camera's that way. So where you see me from this angle, you know, all you can see
in full monkey.
no, you see her, half of her. You see like my boy titties and look, my shoulders and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? From the side, I look like Peter Griffin.
Boy,
Like, you know, and from the back, damn sure you don't see my ass. So, you know, so rather be like a front, like she looking at the camera, I'm looking at the
To
camera.
make you look as slim as possible.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or to where all you see is the bright titties, but you see my, you know, I'm a muscular nigga with fat, basically.
Okay, that's the way you. Okay.
I like fat boys, and I like them fat.
Put your legs in there.
Oh, you want to land
Legs in there.
Going down.
Get the ass licked. With your legs in the air while you holding the rolls on your dick.
I'm still cute for that roll.
No, it wasn't that I was trying to get pleasure. I just want to see how the suction feels.
But the hole is
Yeah,
like
but you just,
small.
but yeah,
You put it on the
you can still
keyboard.
just put it on your
Put it
dick.
on your
You can put it on your fucking thigh to see what the suction feel like. Actually, you put it anyway.
Yes.
Trust me, I tried it.
Clearly.
Oh, yes. But nah, mine's a probably. I'm a strong nigga, man. I like to show off my strength, so I'll probably be like standing up, me cutting up with it. Standing up, holding her, yeah.
David boy.
Yeah. yes.
So standing up missionary?
Standing up, I can damn near stand. I might be
Missionary.
standing up even like that.
Melvin, you talk Melvin.
Put you in the
I'm a
air.
strong nigga. I
Don't be that man.
So, Shai, you don't like to get head, but you like to give head.
I love them. I'm a pleaser.
That's an art. That's an art.
I'm 100%
That's
pleaser.
a
I don't
art.
like
Shot is
hitting.
weird, man. Shot is weird.
I'm very rude.
I take pride in that shit though.
Yeah.
I'm very.
I take pride in that shit.
So that's mine. So I'll probably be standing up. I'll probably be standing up with some type of way. Flip it around, run around, turn around, beat it down.
That man is down.
I'm honest.
I can understand that though.
Now, man, look, we at the end of this show, bro. It was a great conversation, bro. I wanna thank every single one for coming. What the fuck we got going on?
Yo, it's the head that you say you give and you don't like it. Ooh,
Shawty has never got good head before. Period.
He couldn't have. He couldn't have.
It's not shut up. Y'all shut up. Y'all like it. Y'all stop hating on the women.
Hey, but I compete with that shit there though.
Yeah.
You
But
see
it's
that
not
shit,
possible for him to say he don't enjoy head. He said he had good head. Don't go ahead and like it.
That's competition
Why y'all
there.
want to let me be, man?
You ain't about to outdo me.
Right.
Why y'all
You
don't
ain't about to
let me
outdo
be?
me.
I agree, but I'm just
Girl, I
saying.
love you.
I just don't understand how you can possibly say you don't enjoy head.
Girl, I'm
You
so
didn't.
girl.
You never had good head.
Well, save your thoughts for next part.
Girl, he don't like head. Yo,
Let me sign this shit out. But nah, man, I want to thank everybody
Hashtag
for
Brandon
coming.
Harris.
Hashtag Brandon. I want to thank everybody for coming, man. I appreciate all y'all for giving me y'all time, man. Y'all voice. It was wonderful.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? It was wonderful. Wait, no, whoa. I gotta get this on camera. You know what I'm saying? K, man, go and plug your podcast, bro. You have your own one too. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I'll get to get on that one day.
Of course. So I have a podcast. It's called Coded Conversations. It's dedicated to trauma in the Black community. And yeah, so my Instagram is Coded Conversations, CODED Conversations. And my Facebook is Kevin Parker, KEYVIN. Yes, and I do it live. So I do my podcast live on. Yes.
All right, Niche.
Yep.
Plug your business, baby. Your camera over there to the right.
All right. It's Crystals and Pistols. Crystals with
I
a
love
Z
that,
underscore and underscore Pistols with a Z on Instagram. My Facebook is long. It's Anisha Sorrentina Sanchez Beresburg. I gotta have all my people.
She got every nigga. She got every.
Follow me on Twitter though. Twitter is @Nisha Here. NIESHAHERE. I be doing all kind of stuff. I got a show, the Dime Experience show coming up in May. I'm going to be performing. It's with two of my friends, John LeCorbier and Cinnamon Vixen. They do it every quarter. So every 3 months they have a live BDSM kink show. All people.
I love BDSM.
I love
Lord.
For people of color.
Y'all don't even know what that means.
So it's
Boy, you have to
oh yeah.
Fuck is BDSM?
Don't even tell her. Don't even tell her.
You gotta go.
If you don't like your legs in the air, you don't need to be.
First of all, she said bondage. Done right there. I'm done.
All right, Messy B. Tag your shit, baby.
Messy B7 on Instagram. Hashtag Brandon Harris on TikTok. Bingo. Just hashtags the hashtags for me. 47908. Y'all gotta fuck with me though.
Ashley Martin, you got anything that you want to get out there, baby?
Well, since you asked. First and foremost, Ben and Trucker LLC for all your hauling needs. Holler at me. Lipstick Vegan on Instagram and also plus size surgery doll on Instagram.
She looking at this one.
I was good in my life.
No, it shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, your live gonna be there, nigga. We gotta get your face on this shit.
Lipstick Vegan.
Hey, Harlan, like
Yes.
dirt and everything.
Yes.
Oh,
I have a trucker.
Girl, I gotta get
10 years in
Dale
the
the Tat Man.
I need a
Plug
little-
your
a
shit,
dirt.
fam.
I mean, it's easy, it's simple. Dale
Real talk.
the Tat Man. Dale _DA_Tat
Ain't
Man.
nobody about Shotty. I ain't tagging shit. Y'all already know who I am. All right, and we getting out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? See y'all in the next episode. Flash Podcast.